Yeah, so everybody just come on in, watch your step, try not to knock anything over. Yeah, come on in. We can get more, there's more room in here in the studio, and then we can look around a little bit.
Yeah, now, so everybody, Aloysius J here, he's giving us a tour, and I, Rufus T. am just here, just from a more managerial perspective, and I just kind of, just want to make things go smoothly as we move into this next phase of our project.
Yes, and so just make sure to avoid the wires. There's a lot of wires everywhere, but because the podcast studio and the plugs and everything. So just what we were saying, just be very careful as you come into the space, the studio here, where we do make the recordings for the Bumper Podcast.
Yeah, Turkey, I hate to admit it, but you do have a good point there.
Yeah, he does have a good point, with the Bumper Podcast thing, that we're kind of moving on from that, I guess. But for right now, it's fine. It doesn't confuse anybody. This is a studio where we recorded the Bumper Podcast, and we're just trying to figure out what we're doing here moving forward.
Yep. Well, don't you mind me. I know my way around a podcast studio. That's why you guys called me in, to maybe be your manager.
Well, now hold on one second there, because I'm the lawyer, but I'm also the manager of the podcast and the whole headquarters here.
Rufus, just let him talk, all right? Just hold on.
Do I need to leave?
Everything's gonna be all right, all right?
Okay, because I can just go. If you guys don't know what you're doing, then I can just head on out right now. I don't mind doing it now.
All apologies. I'll just be over here, I suppose, taking notes and making sure everything stays above the board and that nothing is going to impact the bottom line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think everybody knows what you're saying. All right, so back to the matter at hand. So this is the studio. We used to record the Bumper Podcast here. I'm Aloysius J. That's Rufus T. Over there is producer.
Hello.
And obviously, missing from the equation is Natty Bumper Car. We haven't seen him in a long time. So that's why we reached out to you.
Well, all I know is it's nice to meet y'all, and I'm glad that you called me, and I'm just looking around this room here, and I can see a lot of improvements that we can make as soon as we can.
All right, that sounds good. A lot of stuff we can do as soon as we can. That makes sense to me. We want to get started as soon as possible, because we've been kind of languishing, I think is the proper term.
Yeah, again, Turkey is seeing things from a perspective that I feel like none of us are even considering. Well said, Turkey. Now, Aloysius, what do you think about that point there that Turkey just made?
When did you and Turkey become such good pals? This is a nice relationship, friendship, whatever, that I had no idea. Yeah, Turkey, yeah. That does make sense. We don't want to just, trash everything, throw everything away. Maybe we could get some storage boxes. We could put things, I think there's probably some room over in the shed.
Now, which shed are we talking about? Are we talking about the big shed or the plastic shed? Or there's a lot of sheds around,
It could be, like you're saying, the blue shed that's out back. It could be the green shed that's out front. I don't understand what Natty was doing. How do you collect sheds? Sheds are something that you're going to store stuff in. So why would you just keep getting more and more sheds? If I look around headquarters out there, it looks like we're like a Mr. Shed. Like we're going to be selling sheds at some point, come on down to, I guess, Bumper Car's Crazy Shed Emporium, where you can buy the best.
No, just hold on a second. Y'all stop talking.
Point taken.
Yeah, because when I take over as the manager of this podcast, we can't do all this talking like this, okay? We're going to have a topic. We're going to have maybe a guest or two, and we're going to just stick to it, all right? We're not going to just diverge. We're not going to have tangents. We're not going to do none of that stuff, okay?
Well, no, okay. No tangents. Wow. That is going to be quite the difference, because normally this show exists to just to tangent. We look like, instead of a road, like uncooked spaghetti, which is straight, we look like a bowl of spaghetti all twisted and mixed up and all around me. Like, that's kind of, You guys thinking pasta for lunch, maybe?
Yeah, I could certainly go for some pasta. You know, this weekend we got a big game, and so I want a carbo load.
What exactly is this carbo load? What is he talking about?
Yeah, turkey, you know. So, so listen. So what we do before the big game is we eat a lot of carbohydrates, because it makes our body have more energy, makes us have much more, just more of a spark. You know, it gives us a good bit of fuel for when we can go out on the field and, make our moves and do what we do and everything. So that's just carbo loading. You eat a lot of pasta, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah, so I think producer and I are a little confused. What exactly is this big game that you're playing, and who is playing in it, and where is it? I don't know, just explain a little bit this whole game thing that you're talking about.
No, we didn't get the email, I guess. Maybe just you and Rufus were talking about these intramural sports that you're doing between different podcasts, and I check my email all the time, and I'm looking now. There's no message from you, Turkey. I'm looking in my spam. Sorry, Aloysius. I'm looking all through everything, and I don't see any messages from any of you.
Okay, so I just need all y'all to stop talking, because here's what's happening. You're wasting my time. And why is that red light over there on? What does that red light even mean?
The red light just means that I think it means that the power is on, and that I think that we're recording, I would think.
Yes, the red light, it doesn't mean the power is on. It just means that we are recording the things that are transpiring here in the studio.
Well, I don't understand even one bit. Why would you be recording this? You can't put this out. This isn't a podcast. You're just wasting power and wasting everything. You're wasting my time, and you're wasting your time.
No, see, what we kind of do here is anytime anybody really goes into the studio, we start recording, and the light is red over there, and that just means that we are recording the podcast, and or recording something, I guess.
Well, here's the thing, is we have a difficult time of keeping to a schedule, and, these people out there in the world, they want to they're like, hey, we want to know the day and the time that your podcast is going to come out every single week, and we don't have that capability. And so what we do a lot of the time is, if we're going to have a conversation, it's like, hold on, let's just go talk in the studio. Producer can, turn on record, and then bing, bang, boom, we got another podcast.
So you're telling me that this is going to be a podcast? Well, that doesn't make any sense. This is just, I don't even know what kind of a situation I've gotten myself into. I thought I was going to come in here, knock down a few walls, put up a new sign, and then be ready to go. But that does not seem to be what we're doing here.
I thought we were just here hanging out, just lollygagging a bit, just, just talking the talk, a little podcaster team, the podcaster mister. We're gonna knock down walls? That doesn't make no sense to me. Where's the budget for that?
Yes, so Aloysius, the budget is, we don't have any money right now, but what we started thinking about was doing some sort of fundraisers for the podcast. I think we were thinking of maybe doing a car wash.
I will not be washing cars. Do you get me, producer? I will not be doing that.
Duly noted. then we were also thinking of, us going around and selling cookies to people, like boxes of cookies. People love boxes of cookies.
Well, I do think that I love cookies. I know that, and I think everyone here understands the legal ramifications. The girls, they all go around and they sell the cookies every year, and we can't. That territory is taken. We can't jump in there. They're a very tough group. I do not want to tussle with the cookie girls. So I think that's not a good idea either.
Yeah, I don't want to. This is an NTZ, a no tussling zone. Also, this is an I'm starving zone because earlier we was talking about pasta, and then now we're talking about cookies all of a sudden. So it's just like, that sounds like an entree and a dessert to me, which is a meal, and kind of where my mind is now. I've kind of given up on this whole room thing, this podcast manager helper, whatever. And I think we should probably break for lunch or whatever. What time is it?
It's like 3,
whatever.
3:30. Yeah.
All right, so whatever meal people eat at 3:30. I don't know.
Are we telling me that I came all the way down here to have a meeting and, talk about it in their podcast, and all of a sudden you guys are just going to go to have lunch or whatever, 3:30 meal will.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about what the meal is, but I don't know if everybody else is here. I always don't like to detract from people who are here, especially people who are trying to help us, but your voice is grating. I don't know what it is about it, but I do feel like, Aloysius, if we're going to start having people on the show, let's talk to them a little bit before we come in the studio so that we can tell producer, like, hey, do not record this. This is not going to sound good, pleasing to people's ears.
I've got more podcasting experience and skill and talent in my pinky toe than you have all gathered together. So I don't appreciate what y'all saying now even one bit. I got awards for podcasting, you understand?
Turkey, come on!
The Bumper Podcast is an oftentimes hilarious weekly romp with Natty Bumpercar and some of his pals. It is family-friendly, clean, and ridiculous. Thanks a bundle for listening. If you love our show and you'd like to help support the podcast, check out our Patreon page at https://www.patreon.com/Natty Bumpercar. Also, pretty please subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Share it with everyone everywhere, post about it on all of the social medias, or leave a rating and review. The Bumper Podcast is produced at headquarters in Coffee Can Alley. It's recorded, mixed, and produced by producer. The Bumper Podcast features contributions from Aloysius J. Pig, Rufus T. Rufus, Doodle Poodle, Robot, Trunks, and a gaggle of other silly rascals. Our head talker is probably Natty Bumpercar. We also have an absurd newsletter. Check it out and subscribe at nattybumpercar.com/subscribe. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Natty Bumpercar. Hugs and hearts. See you soon.
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.